Hello and welcome to my presentation. First of all, let me thank you all for coming here today for watching my final year project 2 presentation today. My name is Talifan from 4BTMI section 1. My supervisor TS Dr. Muhammad Fasli bin Muhammad Sam and my panel Sir Muktifun bin Mukabit. Today, my presentation title is Consumer Intention Towards Self-Service Technology in Fast Food Restaurant in Perlis, Malaysia. The introduction of this chapter, the data analysis research regarding the consumer intention towards self-service technology in fast food restaurant in Perlis, Malaysia, data collected to meet the objective by using partial least square structural equation modeling or called as PRS-SEM. Data collected by using technology acceptance model TAM include perceived usefulness PU, perceived F of use PEOU, perceived enjoyment PE. This research including pilot test, analysis result, analysis respondent, demographic information, descriptive statistic, measurement model assessment, structural model assessment, and hypothesis testing. The pilot test is conducted to test the validity and reliability of the questionnaire by distributing them to 20 respondents. The Cronbach's alpha coefficient normally range between 0 to 1. The closer range of Cronbach's alpha coefficient to 1 means the greater consistency of the item in the store. As general, excellent level of reliability is 0.9 and above. The pilot test result Cronbach alpha of consumer intention are 0.930. Second, pilot test result Cronbach alpha perceived usefulness are 0.940. Thirdly, the perceived use of this pilot test come with Cronbach alpha is 0.935 and perceived enjoyment Cronbach alpha pilot test is 0.917. The pilot test total variable of Cronbach alpha is 0.980 as general excellent level of reliability result is above 0.9 and the pilot test of the overall is considered logical with the question created. In the descriptive analysis of demographic, a total of 106 respondents in Perlis were analyzed. The first part of the descriptive analysis demographic is the gender, which is male and female. According to statistics from the data collected, male respondents have 41%, while equivalent to 38.7%, while female respondents have 65%, equivalent to 61.3%. Second is race, consisting of 4 races, which is Malay, Chinese, Indian, and others. According to statistics from the data collected, Malay respondents have 30%, which equivalent to 28.3%. Second race is Chinese respondent, has 30%, equivalent to 28.3%. In this survey, Indian race has least number of respondents, that is 12%, equivalent to 11.3%. Other choice of race in this survey has highest number of respondents, that is 34%, equivalent to 32.1%. Third is A consists of 4 groups of age respondents, that is 20 to 24, 25 to 29, 30 to 34, and 35 to 39 years old. The majority of respondents is coming from 20 to 24 years old. Respondent where number of respondents is 73%, equivalent to 68.9%. The second highest of respondents is during 25 to 29 years old, with 20% equivalent to 18.9%. Additionally, another 2 group of respondents is 13 to 34 years old with 9%, equivalent to 8.5%. And last group is 39 to 35% with respondents with 4%, equivalent to 3.8%. Next is occupation. The highest respondent is coming from students with 50%, equivalent to 47.2%. Second highest is coming from employers respondent with 41%, equivalent to 38.7%. Next is self-employed respondent with 9%, equivalent to 8.5%. Lastly is unemployed respondent come with 6%, equivalent to 5.7%. Descriptive statistics is creating summaries of data sample. Descriptive statistics can be used to describe the characteristic of a dataset, represented as a summary of the data displayed that explain the data content. The data were created for both independent variable and dependent variable in the sense of interval size. Descriptive statistics consumer intention. The highest mean is come from question: do you intend to use self-service technology? This mean 4.085 and standard deviation is 0.902. Descriptive statistics perceived usefulness. The highest mean is come from question: self-service technology enable to complete ordering food more quickly, with mean 4.132 and standard deviation is 0.962. Descriptive statistics perceived F of use. The highest mean is come from question: self-service technology introduced the fast food restaurant are used to simplify the buying process, with mean 4.255 and standard deviation is 0.869. Descriptive statistics perceived enjoyment. The highest mean is come from question using self-service technology to avoid ordering food that take too long, with mean 4.208 and standard deviation is 0.844. Inventory model is qualified the factor loading in order to assess its item reliability. Item loading, a threshold value of 0.7 or higher is regarded as reliable. Additionally, The value for composite offer and composite reliability must be equal to or higher than 0.7. The average variance attract is more than 0.5 is greater. The assessment of relative measurement model in this study was generated using SmartPLF software to ensure sufficient atom dependability and demonstrate that the construct explains more than 50% of the variance of the indicator. The indicator loading in reflective measurement model should be above 0.708. The indicator loading in this structure model is greater than 0.708, which denotes that it is acceptable. Composite reliability, corporate alpha, and RHOA should be used to measure the internal consistency reliability. Values between 0.6 and 0.7 are considered appropriate for exploratory study. 0.7 to 0.9 are considered equivalent to good. Value for composite reliability range from 0.939 to 0.955. Between 0.918 and 0.940 is the range for composite alpha. The value of each variable ranges from 0.754 to 0.808 according to the equivalent of the average variance extracted. In the hypothesis, t-value and p-value need to be taken into account when deciding whether to accept or reject the hypothesis. T-value should be more than 1.96 and p-value should be lower than 0.05 in order to accept a hypothesis. The t-statistic of perceived usefulness known as hypothesis 1 value is 4.207 with p-value 0. The hypothesis of perceived usefulness was accepted because t-value should be higher than 1.96 and p-value should be less than 0.05 is typically considered to be statistically significant. The pair coefficient of perceived f of use known as hypothesis 2 is 0.179 while t-statistic and p-value is 0.197. Hypothesis perceived f of use is rejected because t-statistic value is below than 1.96 while p-value is more than 0.05. The pair coefficient of the perceived enjoyment known as hypothesis 3 is 0.276 while the t-statistic is 0.048. The result of the hypothesis is accepted because t-value should be higher than 1.96 and p-value should be less than 0.05 is typically considered to be statistically significant. In contribution research part, the contribution for researcher can be used as a guide for developers to develop self-service technology in identifying the technology information. Contribution of development self-service technology enable companies to reduce their costs and help them provide a better quality service, and developer can design for greater efficiency and help analyze the problem straight to the point to solve it. Second is contribution to knowledge. Improve the self-service technology understanding of the workforce because they must help the consumer and raise awareness of the self-service technology to them. The companies that employ self-service technology should do a lot more to improve service recovery. They should to take measures to guarantee the client have the information. Third is contribution to policymaker. Policymaker and practitioners should allocate some funding to help the food and beverage industry adopt self-service or ancient current technology. Then contribution to industry. Self-service technology provides a safe shopping experience to their consumer along with pursuing government protocol like social distancing. Help the industry know the deficiency of technology and can improve the problem by consumer experience on using the technology. Contribution to government is improve the capacity of the nation's small and medium-sized business by increased investment in the sector. Limitation of study is not of all respondents will read and fill in the form. Second, the researcher need to find the Perlis consumer to fill the survey. Due to the movement control due pandemic outbreak, it was extremely difficult to access respondents in one state. The recommend for future research is future researcher could conduct a greater survey by effectively using interpersonal relationship. Researchers should begin gathering respondents as soon as feasible. The more respondents, the better, as opposed to using collection once the aim has been reached. In conclusion, research aims to provide to all about the knowledge regarding on the consumer intention towards self-service technology in fast food restaurants. There is significant relationship between perceived usefulness and perceived enjoyment, the intention towards self-service technology. This research provides the valuable insight of consumer perspective, and researchers can use the research to develop new and better self-service technology in future.